Hi y'all, I'm Chase and this is my 2021 Harley-Davidson Pan America Special. Affectionately known as Wichita. And today, well, we're going to do some twisties. Well, my crappy gravel road and then some twisties. And we're going to go in the opposite direction on my main road. Boy, they laid down some gravel in some of these spots and it is marbly. It is very spherical, let's call it. So, yeah, it sucks. Let's see. Since I already had to stop and get the mail, I don't need to do that. So, right now I have it in off-road mode. Well, off-road custom. This is with sport throttle. The off-road soft setting on the suspension, and the sport mode. Oh, what is that? Sport mode traction control. I could turn traction control off. There is a button right down here where my thumb is, but I don't need to. I think that's what a lot of people have a problem with. A little bit of traction control helps, and the sport mode kind of kicks it down to less nanny-ish. It's not so intrusive. You could go with no traction control, but I like a little bit, and that's what sport gives you pretty much. So a little bit of traction control ain't gonna hurt you. At least on my roads. Now, if you were in dirt or sand or I don't know what else, mud, maybe. Might want to turn it off, I don't know. Me, I am a complete novice. I can say that without any fear or sadness. I admit I have faults, and well, that's just the way it is. Oh boy, it is a warm day. It says 81 on the Pan Am, and oh boy, yeah, it's for October. This is October. Wow, first week of October. I can't believe let's see, that's June, July, August, September. So I've had this bike for 4 months now. Let's see, is it everything I thought it would be? I think it's actually more. I know that's weird to say. Somebody commented that I feel like that they seem like I'm apologizing for buying the bike, but you know, everybody kind of, I don't know, some Harley guys kind of attack you for buying a Pan Am, even though it's a Harley. It's not that the motor was designed by Porsche. It's not, I mean, it's all Harley. This is all their hands. So, now granted, unfortunately, the way the world works at this point in time, a lot of parts on this are made elsewhere. So, that's just the way it is. But, boy, I bet it would trouble a lot of guys to know that a lot of parts on their baggers are made elsewhere too. They are not all made in the United States. I found that out just taking stuff apart, cleaning stuff. Yeah, you'd be surprised. So, but yeah, we're gonna do some twisties. These are the more, I don't know. These are, I don't know, these are about the same, I think. Actually, there is one spot where it's more dangerous. I think I've pointed it out in previous videos on my Dyna and my Road King. There are some, let's just call them, well, there's at least one very dangerous spot. There's a lot of accidents for motorcyclists there because, well, that's just the way it is. I'll make sure to point it out. But here we go. Yeah, let's just get into these twisties. I don't think I've taken, have I taken this bike? I don't think I took the bike up this way yet. I can already tell you it is far different than what it was on my my Road King and my Dyna. This thing, wow, it just goes into curves like no tomorrow. Now you have to be careful. It is fall. You notice all the leaves. It's beautiful around here, except for a lot of leaves like to pile up in the curves. So you kind of have to be mindful of that. But man, it's beautiful out here. I mean, look at that. The Appalachian foothills here in Ohio is very nice in the fall. Like I said, well, it says 82 degrees now. This is a 30-mile-per-hour curve. I'm doing 55. How much do I need to lean it over? Oh, wow. I can lean way into the turn. It only went down to about 40-something. We are going to slow down a little bit for this, just because I don't want to outride my abilities. Wow. This is really nice. Really, guys, it's sport bike-esque. I mean, it handles at least as well. Oh, and I never even turned off the off-road mode, the custom mode. So let's put it in A, which is sport throttle, sport traction control, and the comfort mode for road for the suspension. So we'll see how that works. Well, you know what? Let's go with B. Instead of the comfort suspension, it goes to road. So it's a little bit tighter, but there aren't a lot of bumps. These roads are well cared for. Very well cared for. And let's see, I used to have to slow down to about 20 for this, maybe 25. Oh man, I feel like I could like lean this down and scrape knee. Seriously, you know, that's the thing. This bike surprises me. I expected it to be a lot of things, but the handling, you know, they really went all in on, you know, promoting, oh, it can go off-road, but they didn't really do a whole lot of talking about how well it does on-road. And honestly, this is a better on-road bike than off-road. Sorry. But I guess when you put a taller suspension on a bike, maybe lift the pegs up a little bit, give it a little more horsepower, put some better tires on it, yeah, lose some weight. It goes into, you know, turns just so easy. And I was in 5th gear, but I've clicked down to 4th. 5th gear is a little low for these. You want to be between 3,500 and 4 grand in the RPMs. You can chug it down a little bit. I don't think it's going to hurt it. It's not like other Harleys where chugging it, it's not getting enough, you know, cooling for the oil flow and all that stuff. I think this one's just fine. Here is the dangerous curve. I am going to slow down because there are a lot of guys that get hurt because it peaks and you notice, oh, it looks like they may have fixed it. There used to be a ton of gravel at that peak, and guys would come up a little too fast, hit some gravel, and off they go. And doing 55 miles an hour, going into trees, let's just say it can be very deadly. So, but yeah, this is great. I am so surprised. That's at 35. I've went down to 52. Yeah. Seriously, you don't have to be looking for a bike that is, oh, I need to go off-road. Or the Pan Am only goes off-road, that's all it's good for. No, this is a superb touring bike. I mean, it does everything well. It surprises me. And, you know, I feel like I was, you know, getting back to apologizing to people. I don't know if I am. Maybe. Everybody seems kind of like against it. And I don't know why. I mean, it's a Harley product through and through. But I think it's just because it's different. And they had a previous bike that was liquid cooled that did not sell very well. I don't know how well the Pan Am is selling, but I think it depends on where you live. If you live in a city, maybe this bike, you know, you might think this bike isn't for you, but here's something I'm going to tell you. Do you live in a city with a bunch of really bad potholes, poor road construction, just, I don't know, one of those terrible little cities where they don't fix anything? You know what? This is actually the bike for you. Yeah, no joke, seriously. Because if this thing will do off-road, how do you think it'll do with all the potholes? Yeah, you might as well be off-road at that point. It just sweeps through these. So, honestly, and I'm going to reach the end point quite a bit faster than I usually do. I'm already there. This usually takes me quite a bit longer. I don't know how long this video is at this point. I'll check. But right here, let's see, I'm going to put it right here, how long this video is. I know this takes me 15 to 20 minutes from my house to here on every other bike I've ever owned. So this point right here is where I usually stop. That's my little turnaround, but yeah, we're going to keep going. We'll turn around down here in this little city Quaker City. But yeah, they have some little twisties up here, but it's only 35. I'll have to. But that's the other thing. Going through these twisties, you kind of keep the revs up a little bit more. And I know it seems counterintuitive to a lot of guys, especially me. I mean, I had to kind of relearn how to ride a sport bike or sport bike-ish kind of motor, because I'm used to a Harley motor where it makes power and torque, you know, at like 2,000 RPM. I mean, really close to the bottom end. This, it's more like 3,500 to 4 grand. So you need to kind of double it where you want to ride. But once you're there, it eats everything else alive that Harley makes. I mean, it is superb in every way. But I guess that's going to be all, guys. Like, comment, subscribe, click that ding to be notified of any videos I'm coming out with. And well, I hope you enjoyed the twisties. Thank you for watching, lads and lasses, and bye, y'all.